Hi, hey, this is Hans, the Ramen Raider, with another episode of Instant Noodle Recipe Time, the show where I show you what to do with your instant noodles. And today I've got something really neat. So, I know the guy who's the export guy for Samyang Foods, and he's put up a picture of him at a trade show in, of all places, Russia. It turns out that Korean instant noodles are really popular in Russia. And he was showing off, well, something I asked him to send me, and he did. This. So, I don't know if you guys drink beer, but Hite is a popular Korean beer. I used to swill down a pretty fair share of it. It's from Hite Jinro, and Jinro makes, I believe they make soju, which is like a not extreme, I mean, it's pretty high alcohol content, but it's not so much that, oh, if you drink a lot of it, you're gonna get housed. Never mind, but you know what I mean. It's not it's not like 40 proof. I think it's like between 20 and 30 proof. So I always heard stories about Korean businessmen just like taking down just like shot after shot after shot of this stuff. But I like the Hite. I've had Hite Beer many times, but this is Hite Ramen. There's what you get inside. And I am going to pour 2 line. Set it for 3. There we go. And lit it up. So we're gonna do things a little different today. I'm gonna show you a couple cool things. First off, this bag. Whoa. This is beef for barbecue from H Mart. It's really thin. See? Dropping that in boiling water. There we go. Put that back on the boil. This is like, it's probably overdone already. I mean, it's nice and thin. It's so quick. I really enjoy it. And yeah, you can get like a pack of that stuff, like 3 pounds for $10. I think that's ribeye. And being that thinly sliced, that's a lot of beef. The way, I mean, that was 2 slices, and I think in a pack I usually get, like 15 or 16 packages, Ziplocs, that I just throw in the freezer, and when I do reviews, I put them in there. You can also use them, you know, of course, for Korean barbecue if you are so in tune to making such things. And the other thing I have is something that'll probably get a lot of people bugged, but it really doesn't matter to me. Well, we'll wait until this is all done and I'll show you me putting it on there. So the race for the primaries for the 2020 election is ridiculously insane. There's so many people. I was planning on trying to get bumper stickers for every single primary candidate. And so far, I've done pretty good, but I'm going to stop because it's just like, I don't know, too many. That Beto guy is in it now. Bernie, of course, is in it. But then there's this other guy who probably none of you have heard of named Andrew Yang. And Andrew Yang, his parents are originally from Taiwan. He was born here in '75. Yeah, so there's a guy of Taiwanese descent who is a presidential candidate, which is cool. I mean, it's like, okay, that's neat. I didn't see anything on his website about it, but is he like the first Asian American presidential candidate? I don't know. that's pretty cool. Either if he is or if he isn't, you know, you don't hear a lot of. There was what's his name, Inoue, in Japan, Japanese American from Hawaii. Was a senator, and then in Washington he had a I don't know if he was Taiwanese descent or Chinese. Gary Locke, who ended up being, I believe, the ambassador under Obama to China, which is pretty cool. A lot of people didn't like him. A lot of people don't like anybody. Sometimes I'm that way. Not based on anything logical, but you know. So this is our Hite ramen. I'm hoping it doesn't taste like the beer, because I mean, boiling hot beer noodle doesn't sound all that appealing. Little issue with the hydration, I will say, of the noodle. Here's the broth. Not extremely hot, a little bit piquant, a little bit of a kind of sweetness to it, and definitely a hearty mushroom kind of hit to it. I like that. Oh, I like it. So, bowl. Now, how are we gonna go about this? I think the nicest way to treat this beef, because you gotta remember to treat your beef with love. I'm just gonna take the cup here, and to allow the beef to enjoy some of the flavor, I'm gonna drop it in. I think, yeah, there's the other piece. And more beef. All right. And there's that. Easiest way, if you're gonna pour a cup of noodles into something else, pinch the end, then you gotta spout. I'm sure that's not like something that would be really hard for people to figure out, but you know. The only downside with doing it this way, actually, of pouring any noodle product out of a paper cup, is generally the vegetables don't want to come with it, so you gotta give it a little help sometimes, but good to go. I want to say thanks again to the folks over at Samyang Foods for sending this over. This is cool. Very cool. Alright, so let's show you what I was squawking about. Oh, nice. So you crack an egg into a measuring cup that has this kind of spout, and you just rock it back and forth, and then you end up with a lovely egg yolk. I know. I know what you're saying. Get eggs raw! It's like, it's okay. No, really. It's gonna be alright. I'm okay with it being raw. In fact, I knew that it was raw. I knew it. You also might be going, where's the spinny spin? Where's the rotato machine? Like, I just don't feel like it today. It's hot in here. It's like oppressively hot. I had to bake chicken this morning. A lot of heat. I'm just tired. Got a lot to do. So, but it will return absolutely, unequivocally, 1,000,000%. So yeah. And yeah, thank you again to the Samyang Foods folk for the lovely beer tie-in ramen. And this has been Hans the Ramen Raider, wishing you enjoyment of your noodles every day. Have a good one.